Alita Falk. Welcome to the Winning Notary Formula. Today, I want to share the Winning Notary Formula web app, the tool designed specifically for everyday notaries. This app takes the guesswork out of quoting your services by giving you real-time calculations for mileage, time, and customized fees. Whether you're handling general notary work, adding extra services, or simply trying to stay consistent with your pricing, this app was built to make your life easier. It's mobile friendly, quick to use, and keeps you looking professional with accurate, transparent quotes every single time. No guessing, just clear numbers that you can trust. In this video, I'll walk you through how the app works so you can start pricing your services with confidence. Okay, so when you subscribe, the first thing that you're going to see is this settings. So you're going to go into your settings and you're going to put in your origin address. This is the address that you typically start out from when you go to your appointments. For most of us, it's our home. For some people, it may be your office. The next thing you're going to do is plug in your hourly rate. This is the rate that your time charge that goes into your travel fee. This is the rate that's going to be based on. So I have $20 an hour in here. The mileage rate, you're going to put in the mileage rate you're going to charge per mile, what your cost per mile is. Right now I have 70 cents in here, and that's because this is generally what for 2025 rather, this is what the IRS will allow you to write off on your taxes. Next, we're going to plug in our default notary fees. So this is $10 in the state of Michigan is the maximum that we can charge per notarial act. And then in some states, for the first notarial act is one price, and then each additional is a different price. So in those states, they will be able to plug in here what the what the charge is for the additional. So I'm just going to put $5. Or if you're in a state like me, I'm in here in Michigan, if I choose to charge $5 for each additional, that's something that I can do, or $3 or whatever it is. But just for this field, you want to make sure it is not more than what your state says that you can charge. Okay, and then this section is just your subscription information. So we're going to go ahead and save the settings here. Now we can go over to the quote calculator. So the quote calculator, so when you get your phone call from your client, you're going to ask them, your general questions that you always ask. What type of document is it? How many notarization? How many times is the signer signing? How many notarial blocks rather are in the document? That's going to tell you how many notarizations. So I'm just going to put this 2 notarizations here, and then these fields are not editable. It's just reminding you that what your fee is for the first one, $10, fee for the second, $5, or whatever it is. So here I'm going to type in a location that we're going to be going to. And you're going to ask your client for a date. In this case, we're going to say September 7th. We're going to say this client wants us to come in at 9. And it's 2 signatures. 30 minutes should be enough time to take care of that. And then now, next section is your additional service fees. So some of us provide printing for customers. If you have additional services you provide, you're just going to click on, you're going to type that service name. So in this case, we're going to say document prep. And this could be just typing up a document. We're going to add this service here, and let's just say for that document prep, we're going to charge them $25. Now, if I decide in the future I don't want to provide document prep services anymore, I can delete this. If I don't delete these, they will just continue to be there every time I log into my dashboard. But for today, I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to say we're going to charge $1 for printing. Okay, now I'm going to click on the button calculate quote, and this is where it's going to give us the quote, and it itemizes it here. So for the 2 notarizations, the first one was $10, and remember we said the second one would be $5. It's shown up here. Your travel fee, we've gone 46.5 miles, and we've blocked 90 minutes of time. So this time includes the time you're going to spend at the appointment, as well as the time you spend driving to the appointment and the time it takes to get back to your base. All right, and then you got your print fee here and your doc prep fee. So that's what's making up this $104. So now if this customer says, hey, I'm good with that price, you can go ahead and click on Added Calendar. Let's get it scheduled. So I'm going to click on my calendar. Here I use Google. If you use Outlook, there's an option for Outlook. I'm going to switch to a different calendar because this is my workspace calendar. Forget my internet. It's like going super slow. Okay. So now I am in my calendar, and let's just say I want to make sure I have this 9 o'clock slot available. I'm going to click on Find a Time. Now I can see my whole day for this date that they chose. So I see that 9 a.m. and let's just say 9 a.m. was not available and 11 a.m. was. I can say, okay, I don't have a 9 a.m. Is 11 a.m. okay? And they say yes, 11 a.m. is fine. So you go ahead and click there and it will change it. Now, since I'm scheduling this, I want to get their name. And this is my practice, I put in their telephone number because if I need to call them, it's just easy for me to look on my calendar and see what their phone number is. So I'm going to go ahead and save this. And as you can see here, now it's on my calendar. When I open it up, I can see it has the address here. In the description, it also includes what the quoted price was. How many times have you quoted a price, didn't write it down, and you get there and you ask the person, what did I say I was going to charge you? We don't want to be doing that. So this will help us remember what that quote was. So we're going to go ahead and click on the save and go back to our quote here. Now, another thing you can do, if Susie says, hey, can you email that to me just so I can remember what you said the fee was? I'm just going to make up an email. And you say, sure, I can email that to you. You go ahead and click on email quote. And we don't need to email it to ourselves because we already have it in our calendar entry. You're going to choose your Gmail or Outlook, whatever your email service provider is. Or if you're using something other than these, you can just copy this and paste it into an email. We're going to open our Gmail. My internet is slow sometimes. So that's loading up. All right, so if you're like me, you've got multiple email addresses. So for this, of course, I'm going to email from my official Ink Notary email address. And in this case, you would just go ahead and click on the send button. That's loading up. All right, so if you're like me, you've got multiple email addresses. So for this, of course, I'm going to email from my official Ink Notary email address. And in this case, you would just go ahead and click on the send button. All right. So this is how this tool works. I hope you find this is something that you can use. Just take the guesswork out of quoting fees. One of the things you don't want to happen, sometimes people refer you because you've provided notarial services for them and they have appreciated your work. So what you want to make sure you're not doing is giving a price to someone and maybe you were in a good mood that day and you gave them a really great rate. I'm just going to say you told them it was $25. Sure, I'll come and notarize your document, your signature on your document for you. And then they tell their neighbor, say, hey, I've got a really great mobile notary. She came and notarized my document. It was just $25. So then that neighbor calls you up and you decide you're not in a good mood. You're not in a giving mood. And you go by the book and you plug in your numbers and you say, oh, it's going to be $50. It makes you look unprofessional. There's no way that your price should vary when people are neighbors and they live on the same block or right next door to each other. So using a tool like this where you can generate consistent quotes and send them off and just have peace of mind that you understand what's behind your pricing, you can't trade that for the world. So if you're interested, there's a link for you to visit the website. It's www.notaryformula.com and check it out.